What's up, you guys? It's Amber's Closet, and today I'm gonna give you the real story on how Kiarra and I met.
Hey, it's me, Kiarra, and I'm gonna give you the real story on how me and Amber met.
First of all, I know that she's gonna tell you something crazy, but I'm just gonna tell you the real deal because she was drunk and I was not.
So, it was Shedonism Pride. I was kind of talking to this girl and my friends didn't like her and they wanted me to like go to Shedonism and have a good time. And I really didn't want to.
I think it was like a Saturday pool party or something like that. And to me, like, I thought, I was like with my group of friends and like we were kind of scoping out the scene, and the only really attractive girl that we saw was Kiarra. And all of my friends and us thought that she was very attractive, but I was just not in the mood to try to like talk or try to date anybody at the time because I was in a really awkward situation for myself.
I ended up just going, and that girl actually went with me. So we get out there and it's fun, I'm having a good time, whatever. Of course, like, she's being her usual self, and which wasn't very great.
So anyways, my friends thought she was cute, but I looked over and I was like, you guys, she's like 19. She's not even supposed to be in this event. Like, she has a fake ID. Like, she's hella young.
And I remember I went out to the pool by myself and I was just laying out. And then my two friends came and I was like scoping the scene, and I saw this girl with a snapback on and like long curly hair across the pool, but she was turned around. I remember just looking over to my friend and being like, oh, you know, she's pretty. And I lay back down, mind my own business. I had no intention of ever saying anything to her.
And then all of a sudden, like, two people came up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, like, I really want to hook you up with my friend and such. But this happened all day, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then, like, it always happens, and then somebody pops out or whatever, and like I said, I just wasn't in the mood. But this time they brought over Kiarra, and then I was like, oh, she is cute or whatever, right? So then we just like kind of like had this awkward moment of just like staring at each other and not really saying anything. And I guess because she was tipsy, she just looked at me and smiled the whole time, and I'm just have no game, so I was just hella fucking awkward.
Next thing I know, one of my friends, like, all up in her face, like, it was so embarrassing. They drugged me over there to talk to her, and I just got this vibe from her that she was really shy because it was like an awkward situation. I felt the same way, but she grabbed me by my wrist and she was like, let's go on the hammock and talk.
But anyways, like, as the day popped on, like, I got more courage. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna talk to her again, because the first time I felt really awkward, so I felt bad because I wasn't really talking to her. So then I went up to her again and I was like, do you want to go like over here and chat for a second? So I took her to this hammock and we like talked on the hammock for a little while and, you know, flirted a little bit.
I don't even really remember the conversation. We were both drinking at the time, but I just remember looking into her face and thinking, oh my god, like, she's so gorgeous.
And then we went back to the party, but somebody had pushed me in the pool that day, and so my phone was so messed up. So I was like, all I could do is say, okay, here's my number, but text me in like an hour or two so I can go back and get my old phone or whatever, right?
I remember that I didn't get like a text from her, and I was like, what? Like, what? You know, was it me? Was it something I said? I don't know. I just remember leaving and she didn't hit me up. And so I went to the club event after that with the girl that I came out there with. And I remember seeing her and like my heart sank. Like, she just looked even cuter than from what I had remembered earlier in the day.
So long story short, I don't remember if we texted that day, but I saw her again that night at this other party, and like I said, we were awkward again.
But I do remember that the rest of the weekend she was like following me around like a little puppy.
So the next day at night, I see her at another event because it was like this whole weekend thing. And then after that is like kind of when I was like, all right, like, let me set my flirting game up just a little bit because I see that she's putting in effort and stuff and like trying to figure out what events I'm at and everything like that.
And I just completely ignored the person I was with, and I was like, yeah. And I just wanted to know all about her. I remember we were in the middle of the dance floor just talking, and there was just something off. Like, I could tell that she was into me, but there was something bothering her. I assumed that maybe she had a girlfriend or something like that.
But I thought she had like this boo there, and come to find out she did have a boo there. She's just crazy. So after that, I was kind of like, you know, not sure about her. But she was like putting in effort when she went back to LA because I was living in Vegas at that time. So she was putting in effort, hitting me up or whatever, and then we finally actually really started talking on that level because I was like, oh, she's sweet, and alright, I believe her now because I made her show her ID that she was over 21. So then that is how we met.
I don't remember really texting her until I was already back in LA. And then a few weeks after that, we started Skyping, and pretty much the whole beginning of our relationship was over Skype because she lived in Vegas, and the rest is history.
But it wouldn't have happened if her two friends didn't bring her to me, and if she didn't kind of put in effort after the fact that I thought she was too young, number one, and number two, that she had a boo with her.
After that weekend, I remember texting my little sister saying, okay, I found the woman I'm gonna marry. You know, and it was like half joke, half real. Like, I really felt like I wanted to be with her even before I really knew her. It's weird.
So that's how Kiarra and I met. Alright, you guys, so put down below whose story you actually believe. I'm just saying. Alright, and one other thing that I really want to do with you guys is a Dollface Gangster shout out. So we're gonna call it DG shout out. And basically once a month or however long that I'm able to do it, I'm gonna shout out one of you guys from a project that you're doing or anything cool that you're doing, or maybe like a GoFundMe or something that you guys need help on. And then I'm also gonna take an email from one of you guys. I'm gonna generalize it, not use your name unless you ask me to, and I'm gonna put your scenario out there, and then I'm gonna give you guys the advice that I would take. So you guys definitely keep an eye out for that. The first Dollface Gangster that I want to shout out today is Chloe. And Chloe has a GoFundMe project. It's called the Smile Project. And she's really trying to raise money in order to get the dental surgery that she wants to look better and feel better about herself. And believe me, I understand that. And if I can help you guys in any way, I'm definitely going to. So please check out Chloe's link down below and help out if any of you guys can. And I want to keep doing this for you guys. I love you, and I will see you soon. Peace.